Okay, I got the USB-C, the Gen 3.2, 2x2, 20 gigabytes. And I have two SanDisk drives, They're both 1 terabyte. However, one model is rated for 2000 read and write speed, and the other one is about 1000 read and write speed. When using the regular USB-C, the best I can do on both of them was about 300 megabits. Okay, now let's see the difference. Oh, I also will demonstrate the difference between exFAT and using the Apple APFS format. It literally is a difference in speed by half. Okay, this is the USB-C 3.2 Gen 2x2 cable. In fact, I got two of them. It's 28 gigabytes, 240 watts. Great for fast charging. And 1.6 feet. I got two of those. You know, it makes me wonder how many SSDs were returned, because they ordered one. It said you'll get 2,000 megabits or some sort of figure like that, and they go test it and they got 300. It's garbage. Return it. If you use the regular USB-C cable, you'll get about 300 megabits per second. So you need to get the cable that will fit the device. However, I think the sellers deserve it to have it returned, because quite often these units are sold, they claim a certain speed, but they don't provide the right cable. So yeah, I wouldn't feel sorry for returning it. They need to use the right cable with the claims of the speed of the unit. What do you think? Okay, this is the information of this particular solid-state drive that I have. It offers sequential read speeds of up to 1050, which is what basically I'm getting, and write speed of up to 1000. And it's achieved if you're using the USB 3.2 Gen 2 interface, which is what I'm using. The only difference is it's not a 10 gigabyte one, it's the 20 gigabyte one. It could have an effect, for example, on certain devices when you have something better. Like I know on my laptop, switching to Thunderbolt, it doesn't seem to affect it, but it does have an effect on the phone. So there you go. Okay. I am running a speed test on a SanDisk, and according to the specs, the maximum read and write would be 1000. Actually, the read would be around 800, and the write should be about 1000. Using the USB Gen 2.2, the 20 megabits per second, it does a little bit better on the write. However, that's because it is formatted exFAT. Okay, let me verify that. Okay, yep, exFAT. What I'm going to do now is erase it, and I'm going to use AFS. Except I will call it now APFS. Erase. It's done. So now I will stop, and okay, I'm going to select it. That's the right one. Still using the good cable, but this is the difference between formats. There you go. it's still providing the speed, but not as great as exFAT. What's the pros and cons between the Apple and exFAT? Well, the Apple format is protected. It's more secure. It has a better way of avoiding corruption of files and things of that sort. The only con is that it is a little bit slower. Is it considerably slower? It can be twice as fast at times. However, you don't have the same file integrity protection. So if it's important data, for example, like your videos, you spend a whole day, maybe 2-3 days out camping, taking a lot of pictures, and you come home and it's corrupted. So yeah, you lose the speed, but you have something more reliable. Okay, one more thing I'm going to show you. This one here has a read and write of 2000 megabits. And I definitely get it. When I did the exFAT tests, I was doing close to around 3,000. I don't know why. But I guess the operating system, when they do tests, they obviously are testing depending on the operating system. But I'm sure it will drop down. I've converted back to AFS, and I'm using it as a time capsule backup. And it only took 15-20 minutes to back up my hard drive. A couple hundred megs. That's about it. So what is the story? And it's good to find out what your actual drive that you have, your SSD. They're not all equal. They may look the same. So find out what is capable. Just do a search. Use the right cable. With this particular USB, using the 20 gigabyte USB 3 Gen 2x2 would have been perfect. Had I used the 3x2 Gen 2 only, I wouldn't get the same speeds. Okay, on the phone, you're limited to whatever the 10 gigs is going to give you, which would be roughly in the 1,000. And regardless of the cable, you'll be probably close with most of them. If you just get use the cable that comes with the unit, you probably get 300 megabits. Put the right cable, you'll get up to 600. And again, if you formatted exFAT, yeah, you'll get over 1,000, but you won't have that same protection, security of your file. And of course, at the end of the day, when you're home, you need to transfer a terabyte of files. It wouldn't take long, provided you're using the cable and whatever format you're using. So I thought I'd throw that in. I'm still waiting for the other unit to arrive, the 10 gigabyte magnetic mount by cases, and I'll be able to test using the different cables and see what I can expect to get out of it. Just to update, seeing we were talking about it last on the last video, thought I'd give you that information. Okay. Okay. This is the SanDisk formatted exFAT. I have the 20 megabit USB-C Gen 2. That's the speed you get. There you go. Same drive, but formatted. The Apple format. Hard to believe. I guess there's a lot of protective steps that are being taken with this particular format. So you have to decide what's more important. Well, the disk utility that you have to pay to use, it recommends that you use the Apple format. And yeah, I would cover myself by saying the same thing, because nothing worse than to lose something that you'll never be able to catch again when you come home and it fails to load. And I also attached a chart of all the different speeds of the different types of cables. Gives you the megabits per second. So hopefully that'd be useful. There you go. We'll give you the lightning speed, USB 2, 3, 3.1 Gen 1, 3.2 Gen 1, 3.1 Gen 2, and 3.2 Gen 2, and of course Thunderbolt 3 and 4, what you can expect. It will vary. I think this is just a default spec. Again, it would be appreciated if you subscribe. Thumbs up would be nice too. Have a nice day. Take care. And this way, hopefully, you get through some of the confusion when it comes to cable and SSDs and speeds and things of that sort. So this way, a person doesn't waste time trying to figure things out, whether something's working or not working. Take care. If you haven't done so, it would be appreciated. Please subscribe. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day.